Hey guys, Mike here. Somebody wanted me to record this vegetarian kind of a meal that I make. Even though I'm not vegetarian, every once in a while I'll eat this just as a light meal. I'm going to be making some seasoned tofu on top of a bed of jasmine rice, along with some miso soup and a little side of natto. Doesn't take really long to do, and that is it. I already have about a little under maybe 2 cups of water. We're starting to heat up for the miso soup. You never boil it, you just heat it up. Miso soup's made rather fast. I already have some jasmine rice over here that I've already pre-made. All of my things that I need, my vegetables and everything, are already pre-cut up over here. I'm going to take some extra virgin olive oil, put a little bit of that in this pan, maybe about what looks like to be maybe about a tablespoon. Kind of a semi-high heat here. And I have what I'm going to start off with this is going to be for the tofu that's going to go on top of the rice. And I have some fresh 2 cloves of fresh garlic and then some fresh ginger. So two cloves of garlic and I don't know, maybe about a little under a tablespoon of some finely chopped up ginger. Since it's starting to get a little bit of steam, I'm going to put in, since it's 2 cups of water, I have here about maybe half a teaspoon of some dashi powder. And this is the dashi powder right here. From your local Japanese grocery store. And we're going to mix up that in there, get it all nicely mixed. God, that already smells good. It has kind of like a little fishy kind of barbecue smell to it. And then that's heating up right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the garlic in and the ginger. And we want to be very careful just to get those flavors out. You don't want to burn it, okay? You don't want to burn it, and that can create kind of a bit of a gnarly flavor. Just going to move that around a bit in there. Oh, I also have some seaweed that's been soaking for about 30 minutes or so, which is going to be for the miso soup. It's just bits of seaweed. Adds a lot of vitamins and minerals to everything. Let that heat up. I can already smell that wonderful garlic coming out of there. Miso paste. And what I've done is, since I got about 2 cups, I got about maybe a tablespoon and a half inside of this cup. It kind of has a peanut butter mixture to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this water and I'm going to put it into the cup so we can pre-mix it first inside this cup to get it to this nice broth. If you do it in the pan, you'll end up having lumps. I'm sure everybody's familiar with like lumps in your gravy. So that's to prevent that from happening. But I'm just going to mix that up in there really good right now. To the garlic and the ginger. Make sure those are good. And I'm going to spread this out rather evenly. Turn the heat up just a little bit. Remember, it's over a medium heat. I'm going to take my 3 pieces of kind of thinly long pieces of tofu and I'm going to lay them right up on top of this. Okay? Now that I've laid those on top, I'm also going to take a kind of a secret seasoning that I use, and I can't tell you what's in there, otherwise I'm going to put that on top of my tofu. Otherwise, my flavorings of my tofu would no longer be unique, and people would stop coming to my place to eat this. So I got that started on one side here. We're just going to let that fry up a little bit. We're going to let those tofu slabs start getting some of that olive oil and the flavors of the garlic and the ginger on top of that. So now going back to the miso soup, this is all mixed up, so I'm going to take this, pour this back into the water, and we're going to mix that up a little bit in here. Oh, it smells so good already. And that, remember, never comes to a boil. It just heats. It just heats up. Turn it up a little bit more, just to get that going a little bit more. And I'm going to season the other sides as well. Okay. Put in a little bit of pepper and just a touch of some salt, and I use kosher salt a lot, so we'll put that there on that side. Right now I'm going to go ahead and add some chopped up tofu, probably what looks like maybe about half a cup, a little over half a cup, some chopped up tofu, and that's actually going to go into the miso soup. So we drop that in. Remember, never boiling. Never boiling, always just keeping it at a mild heat. Don't let it come to a boil. And let's see how these, okay, starting to get a little bit of brown on the bottom there. We'll let those go for just a little bit longer. Turn the heat up just a little bit more. And that's it for now. Along with the miso soup, I'm going to drop in some finely chopped onions that I've already, just scallions. I'm going to drop some of those into the soup now. Mix that up a little bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip these pieces of tofu over now, which are nicely drenched with all of that garlic and everything. I'm going to put the rest of my mixture on for seasoning. A little bit more salt and pepper on the opposite side. Add it over. Wonderful. The garlic and the ginger is just now starting to brown up just a little bit. It's going to be really good. I'll flip those again one more time just to get that seasoning and everything pressed into there really good. And that is it. We're just waiting on... So soup is... Oh God, this is already done, which is good. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a fork. And this, don't worry, the dishes were done. And I'm going to take out some of this seaweed that you can see in here. Fork it out. See if you can see that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this into the miso soup now. I like a lot of seaweed myself. You put in whatever you like. But I generally like a lot with mine. Flip the tofu pieces once again. And mix up my miso soup. And I'll bring this over so you can see this. See if I can get this in here without... There's the bits of tofu in there. And the green onions. Everything. Basically just set up a little plate. Grab some of the jasmine rice. I'm now going to take these 3 pieces of tofu and lay these across the top. Just like that. And turn off the miso soup. I usually put a little green onions around the side, a little bit on top. Take a colander. I'm going to dish myself out some of this wonderful miso soup. Oh, stuff is absolutely fabulous. The heat's off on that. A pre-done batch of natto. Yummy. And I also have the tofu on top of a bed of rice with the garlic, onions, everything in there. You can see they're rather browned out, so they have all those flavorings from the olive oil and the garlic and the ginger, and then the wonderful bowl of miso soup. Nice and steamy. And that is it. That's it. I'm going to go enjoy my food, and I hope you got something out of this. All of you that were asking about it. See you later. I'm going to go enjoy my food.